When I was in prison, I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to go, what I was going to do, but I knew I didn't want to go back to my old life. And somebody told me about Old Pueblo. It was like a weight was lifted off of me. Like I knew what I was going to do. I knew what my first step was. The first step is always the hardest when you come out of prison, because that'll either make you or break you. You know, you're either going to go back to doing drugs and everything else, or you're going to straighten up. And I wanted to straighten up. I was scared, I was terrified, because I'm coming out of prison at 60 years old, and there's not a whole lot, you know, people they don't like people from prison. And then when you're older, it's even harder. When I first got here, my main thing was I wanted to get a job, get on my feet, and be productive.
When the new ladies come to the Swan House, some of the challenges that they face are their background, not having knowledge of the city, no family. They don't know anybody as far as friends, no job, no income.
I could go in and talk to Jamie when I first got here, and she helped me with whatever I needed help with. She was there.
When Teresa first arrived, she was a little bit nervous, but I could tell right off the bat that she was really determined. And you knew that she was ready. You could her interaction with her was, I'm gonna do this, and I knew she was gonna do this.
The staff, I found, they're just like normal people. A lot of them has gone through the exact same thing that I've gone through, except for maybe not prison. When I was in prison, I was having some medical problems. They wouldn't take care of it for me. They kept telling me there was nothing wrong with me. I found out I had breast cancer. When I first found out I had breast cancer, it just kind of it put me down in a dump for a while. So I started going to the doctors and had surgery, went through radiation. Thanks to Old Pueblo, I have a place to live. I was worried about the money that I owed Old Pueblo, because I owed them quite a bit. I was here for like 6 months and I hadn't paid anything. And Jamie kept telling me, don't worry, something will come up, something's gonna happen, everything's gonna be okay. And then after I got moved into my apartment, I got a visit from somebody. They called and they asked me if they could come over. Nancy did. And she told me I didn't have to worry about it anymore, because this lady had made a donation that covered all of my rent. It was from her mom, who had passed away, and she wanted her to do something with the money. They got my apartment, and they paid for it for a year. So I have my little baby. His name is Buddy Boy. He's a Chihuahua and weenie dog. He's a little blonde, and he's spoiled rotten. But I'm cancer-free now. Life's a lot better than it was. The quality of my life is a lot better than it used to be. I feel better about myself. I feel better about life. I have a better outlook. Everything's just better. If it wasn't for Old Pueblo, I would probably be doing drugs, because I wouldn't have anywhere to go. I'd be on the streets. Old Pueblo is awesome. If there's any way that you can help them, please do, because by you helping them, you help me and a lot of other people like me.